I'm Caleb Brooks. I'm with the AHSAA Radio Network. I'm at Homewood High School. I'm joined by some members of the volleyball team. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and tell you their name, what position they play, and what grade they're in.
My name is Haley Callaham, and I am a defensive player, and I'm in 10th grade.
I'm Mackenzie Yoakum. I'm a right side hitter, and I'm in 10th grade.
So both of you are young people on this team, and obviously you're 10th graders, you're sophomores, and you know, so being younger people on the team, obviously, it's kind of, it can be intimidating at times, I guess. And so, you know, for y'all, when y'all did get brought up to the varsity and you know, you kind of realize, man, we're going to be playing varsity in 9th and 10th grade, you know, what were the emotions like for y'all?
Last year, it was a bit of a struggle. I mean, it wasn't like it was intimidating. It was just like hard to know like your place on the team and whether to be like a leader or whether to just like step back and let someone else like take initiative. But this year I feel like I'm more confident, and so I like feel like I'm playing a lot better, and I feel like I just have more like control over like the team.
Yeah, I agree. When I first found out that I was going to make varsity, I was a bit intimidated just because the switch from middle school to high school is like a very big leap, and you have to get used to it. But I definitely found my spot on the team, and I think I'm a good leader on the court, and I'm proud of myself for that. So yeah, I think I've made the adjustment pretty well.
You know, she mentions it's a big difference between middle school and high school. Y'all kind of skipped ninth grade ball. So what is the difference? I mean, how much different is the speed and really the game from middle school to varsity?
A lot faster. Like, you go to a tournament in middle school volleyball. Like, I just went to a tournament, and I watched a game in middle school, and like the difference, it's just fast paced. Like, you've got girls that can hit on the 10-foot line, and girls who are flying to get balls, and it's crazy because middle school is just a slower pace, and high school, like the varsity level, going from that switch was just like very fast and quick.
Yeah, it's much more competitive in high school. It's much more like just fast paced. Was
there a lot of stuff that y'all had to learn that you maybe didn't even realize when you were in middle school? I didn't know all this went in volleyball.
Yeah, fast tempo plays definitely. Like, I remember in middle school, like, we didn't do any of that. We just did the simple, like, basic outside, right side, and high middle. And then when you start getting into plays where like it's going to be faster, it's definitely a big transition between hitting for me.
Yeah, and like reading the block on defense, like you have to know like whether there's a hole in the block to like go forward or whether to get back. Then middle school, you're just like where you're supposed to be the whole time. And then,
obviously your opponents in middle school aren't going to be the same level as you. So like sometimes you've got high school teams that like are much better than you, and then there's some that like you can easily beat. So.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously, you go from playing 7th and 8th graders to y'all being in 9th grade, and you're playing seniors and juniors. And, you know, for y'all, I mean, could y'all really tell the difference just physically in what those people look like compared to what y'all look like playing out there last year?
Me personally, I'm in the younger part of the grade, so I'm 14 currently. So I'm playing like 18-year-olds, and me last year as a 13-year-old, as I was playing, very scary. Like, I've got girls, and I'm a right side, so I'm blocking the best hitter on the team. It's just very scary to see this senior in your face, like trying to hit the ball, and so yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
and them like hitting at you, and they're like 18, a lot bigger and like more muscles than you are, and they just come up there like swinging.
But you know, for y'all too, I mean, where do y'all feel like y'all have improved the most as volleyball players getting to play this better competition over the last 2 years?
I guess I've gained confidence. Like last year, I had the skills most likely, but I didn't know how to use them correctly. And after this year of club, I think I found my place and I found my swing, and I just started to grow in it, and now I've become a really good hitter. So.
Yeah, the confidence thing the most, and just when you're in like, if you like make a mistake, you just need to know to like brush it off and not focus on it. Like, especially in serve receive, that can be like a whole mindset thing of like, once you shake, you just got to get back in and just pass a good one. It's just like,
So, I mean, you know, for y'all's team this year, did you ever imagine 2 years ago that you'd be playing on a top 25 team in the state, you know, your sophomore year?
No, not at all.
You know, you're 19-5, and you're having a really good year so far. What are some things that y'all really like about this team and like what y'all do out there on the court?
I agree with the chemistry. The chemistry on this team is very strong. We have a lot of, last year we developed a lot of friendships and close bonds, and that kind of carried over to the next season, which it just kind of made us stronger as a team. And now that we've played on the same team for like 2 years, it's more of a team that like I recognize and I know, and we can make better.
Yeah, I feel like even though our team is competitive, we still we don't get mad at each other a lot. Like we don't, we just know that everybody's gonna like make mistakes, and they know that they're gonna fix it. And I feel like the coaching is like really good because she's there to like support us and like build us up and not like bring us down.
So, I mean, you know, going forward for, you know, you're about halfway through the season right now. You still got area play, you know, left ahead area tournament. Where do y'all feel like y'all need to get better at? I mean, what are some areas that y'all feel like, you know, if we improve here, then maybe we really can do something special this year?
I feel like I feel like we all know that we're good, but I feel like we don't know how good we could be, because I feel like we have a really good team and we could like possibly like win state and stuff. So we just need to know that we're good and have that confidence going into every game, because we know that like we can win.
Yeah. Also, like having that sense of like confidence, but also being able to brush off when we're getting down on ourselves, because having that confidence and being able to like put a ball down and go on with the next play, it's also when you have another team that's exactly like us and that matches up with us, it's really hard because we're not used to it. And so I feel like when we have better competition, like you said, the schools from around, like when we get really competitive, we just got to remember that we're, as a team, we have to work as a team and overcome our mistakes without getting in our heads. So.
Well, girls, you know, good luck to y'all the rest of the year. I really appreciate y'all taking some time to, you know, get out of class and come to the game. I know that probably really disappointed y'all that you had to get out, but good luck to y'all the rest of the year, and really looking forward to seeing how this season goes for you.
Thank you.